The 2020 Class B Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.
And good afternoon and welcome to Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee, the site of this year's Class B State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Third game of the day coming up. It'll be the Moorhead Mudcats taking on the Elko Express. I'm Steve Thompson along with camera operator Kit Callis. And Elko is in the field, and their starting pitcher is taking his warm-up tosses. Brady Bean, a right-handed pitcher, getting loose. Will set the Elko Express defensively. Ash Larson in left, Dylan Thomas in center, Ryan Bastier in right. Around the infield, Kyle Kraska at third, Carson Blasing at short, Mitch Frederick at second, TJ Evenson at first. Mike Fredrickson behind the plate, and Brady Bean once again taking his warm-up tosses. For the Moorhead Mudcats coming into this game, here's their batting order. Leading off, Tommy Haran at shortstop. Matt Peash will be in center field. He bats second. Batting third at first base, Ben Swanson. Batting cleanup, the catcher, Toby Sales. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Mason Pensky. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Max Baran. Batting seventh, the DH, Jake McKeever. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Noah Pilon. And at third base, batting ninth, Ryan Van Moore. We are just about underway. Third game of the day here in Shakopee, and thanks so much for joining us here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Beautiful day for a ball game, warm and humid. Clouds earlier, they're starting to thin out dramatically right now. Of course, the first game of this tournament suspended due to rain last night. First pitch of the game is strike one. By the way, first pitch of the game coming at 5:42. 5:42 our first pitch. We were scheduled to start at 5, but the game before us ran long. And that was the Chaska Cubs taking on the Dundas Dukes. And Dundas pounds out 23 hits in a 10-1 victory. In game one today, Northfield beat East Grand Forks 9-5. Chopper on the ground over to first. Evenson grabs to the pitcher covering, one away. 3-1 on the putout, good play. And that'll bring up Matt Peash, the center fielder for the Mudcats.
Second, center fielder, number 14, Matt Peash.
Moorhead, the number 4 seed out of Section 2 coming into this tournament. Here's one hit in the air to right field. Bastier on, makes the catch, 2 away. The 2 quick outs here for the Mudcats in the top of the first inning. That'll bring up first baseman Ben Swanson.
Batting third, first baseman number 10, Ben
Moorhead
Swanson.
In the tournament in Section 2 fell to Cold Spring 3-1 and 6-2. Here's ball one. And then they battled back. They beat the Moorhead Miners 2-0, and then they beat Brainerd 4-3 to get to state. So they had to do it the hard way. There's one down in the dirt, 2-0. The Joe in perfect shape for the ball game. We had a big wind blow in last night during Chanhassen's game against St. Michael, and it blew a lot of leaves and debris around, but it is perfect again today. And when I walked into the ballpark on Friday night for the opener between the 2-time defending champ Redbirds and the Saints, I couldn't believe how perfect Joe Schlepper Stadium was here in Shakopee. And of course, the state tournament continues tomorrow. 3 games followed by the suspended game tomorrow night at 8. That'll be Chan against St. Michael. The Redbirds were leading that 6-2 in the 6th. Nobody on, 2 away, top of the first. Moorhead batting. And here's one slapped to right and over the head of the first baseman, Evenson. He went up, tried to bring it down, couldn't come up with it cleanly. And we'll see if that goes as a hit, and it will. Should be. First hit of the game. And now the Mudcats have a runner at first and 2 away, and the batter will be cleanup hitter catcher Toby Sales.
The catcher.
So Evenson went up high, couldn't flag it down. Almost came up with a spectacular play. All for naught. Coming up later on in the nightcap, Victoria taking on the Champlain Park Low Gators. Scheduled for 8, we'll see. Here's one hit hard down the left field line. Just foul. A foot or 2 foul. 330 down the lines. 355 to the power alleys. And then 375 to near dead center where the batter's eye. So it is possible to take the ball out of here. That was hit hard by Sales, but foul. Really a great crowd on hand, as you might expect for Dundas, a perennial power, taking on Chaska. Really a great crowd here at the Joe for that. Tonight's crowd gathering here for the 3rd game of the day. There's a pitch on the outside corner, a strike, now 0-2. 0-2 to Sales. Here's one slap to left between Kraska and Blasing. A solid hit. So now the Mudcats putting together a little threat with 2 outs here in the first. Back-to-back hits. That'll bring up left fielder Mason Penske.
Batting 5th. Left fielder number 24, Mason Penske.
Penske's going to dig in and see if he can give his team the early lead here against Brady Bean, the Elko Express starter. Bean, 9 games, 4-2. ERA of 4.3. 44 strikeouts, 21 walks this year. In that 44 innings of work. He's given up 43 hits, 4 doubles, 1 home run, 23 runs, 21 of those earned. So Bean gets the call for the Express here in the opener of the State B. There's one hit foul toward my truck. A dent would improve it. Didn't quite hit the mark. My truck is so old that I park as close to the ballpark as I can, hoping that a foul ball will land in the bed of my pickup truck and I'll get a souvenir when I leave the game. It's seen better days. There's one inside. 1-2 now the count to Penske. Horan started the inning grounding out to first. Peach followed with a fly ball to right. And now a line drive over first base by Swanson. And a solid single to left by Sales. And the Mudcats have a threat going. Here's one hit right back up the middle, off the pitcher, into center field. Runner around third, headed for the plate. And the Moorhead Mudcats have a 1-0 lead on their 3rd consecutive hit. An RBI single by Mason Penske. Runners now at first and second as Swanson scores standing up. That'll bring up right fielder Max Baran.
6, the right fielder number 30, Max Baran.
Baran digs in from the right side. 3 consecutive hits. And he's trying to keep that trend going. With the Mudcats wearing the powder blue tops, fouled to the screen.
Update from Class C baseball in Springfield. After 2 complete, Laconia 2, Cannon Falls nothing.
Should be a delightful night for ball games here and all over the state. Class A at St. Anthony Village, Class C in Milroy and Springfield. All the games available here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Bean checks the runner and delivers. Here's one hit high in the air into foul territory. 2 Express players give chase but can't get to it. Right fielder Bastier and Evanson over at first base couldn't get it. And now the count is 0-2 to Baran. Here's one chopped towards short. Lansing up with it. Throw to first in time. Good play on the run to get Baran 6-3. But the Mudcats get a run on 3 consecutive hits, and after a half inning, lead at 1-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. And we return to the Joe in Shakopee. Coming up, we have the bottom half of inning number 1. Let's set the Moorhead Mudcats defensively. In left field, Mason Penske. In center, Matt Peesh. And in right, Max Baran. Around the infield at third, Ryan Van Moore. At shortstop, Tommy Haran. At second base, Noah Pilon. And at first base, Ben Swanson. The catcher is Toby Sales, and the pitcher is Ty Severson, and he's taking his warm-up tosses right now. Severson, the starter for the Mudcats here tonight. Now for the Elko Express in their batting order, leading off, playing at second, Mitch Frederick. Batting second, the right fielder, Ryan Bastier. Batting third, the center fielder, Dylan Thomas. Batting fourth, at first base, Travis Evenson. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Ash Larson. Batting sixth, the DH, Jason Grimm. Batting seventh, the catcher, Mike Fredrickson. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Carson Blasing. And batting ninth, at third base, Kyle Kraska. And we've got a little work over there on the first base side, and a little bit of a delay to the start here of the bottom of inning number 1 as they try and get that base set. The ground crew's done a phenomenal job here at the Joe. Trying to get a little gravel out of there maybe. Trying to get it down there set as they continue their work. Coming up later on here at the Joe, Champlin Park takes on the Victoria Vicks in the nightcap, scheduled for 8 o'clock. But we got started at 5:42 here, so it could be a while. One of the umpires over there checking things out. The home plate umpire might go grab a little water here. It is a warm late afternoon.
It was Northfield 9, East Grand Force 6, and in the game just played, it was Dundas 10 and Chaska 1.
Well, I think we are all set. They're going to check the bag down at second now, make sure everything's okay. Between games, they do an amazing job getting everything raked, putting water down on the infield. making sure everything's just right for the state tournament game. And talking to the staff here at Joe Schlepper Stadium, they want to make sure the field is pristine for these guys when they come to a state tournament, to make sure there's no bad hops, that the playing surface is in top shape, and that's certainly the case here. And here we go for the Elko Express, Mitch Frederick. The second baseman will lead it off for the Express, trailing 1-0. The Mudcats put up a run on 3 hits in the top of the first inning. And the first pitch to Frederick is strike 1. Frederick 308 this year for the Express. 12 games, 52 at-bats, 16 hits, 3 of those doubles, 4 RBI, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. Now it's 1-2 to him. Mitch Frederick in the leadoff spot. Remember, these teams lose players to college. We'll see that coming up later on. The leading hitter for the Champlain Park Low-Gators off to college. He's their leadoff hitter, shortstop. This one hit in the air to shallow center field. Center fielder comes on, calls off the second baseman. That's Matt Peash with the catch. And there's one away, and that'll bring up Ryan Bastier playing in right field for Elko, wearing the red tops, blue helmets in the ball game tonight.
In right field, number 7,
How about Bastier? 389 on the season, played 18 games, 72 at-bats, 28 hits. He had a double and a home run and 9 RBI. Struck out 4 times this year for the Express. And there is strike 1. Now 1-1. Here's one hit toward first, but caught. Caught on the run by Ben Swanson over at first base, 2 away. Well, he ranged to his right and stabbed it. And now 2 away and nobody aboard, and that'll bring up Dylan Thomas. Playing in center field for Elko. There's a curveball down in the dirt, ball 1. A bit about Thomas here. 63 at-bats, 29 hits, batting .460 this year. 5 home runs, 20 RBI, 3 doubles to his credit. So he's a key guy in this Express lineup. Big swing and a miss, 2-1. Wanted to hit one out there. It came up empty. Two-one pitch. Now 3-1. There's a strike now, 3-2. 2 away, nobody aboard. Full count to Thomas. As Elko trying to get someone aboard here, and they're half of inning number 1. They trail at 1-0. Severson delivers. This one hit in the air to the gap in right center field. Baran after it. He can't get it. Off the fence on a hop. That'll be an easy 2-out double for Dylan Thomas. That'll bring up Travis Evenson over at first base for the Elko Express. Evenson, 18 games, 69 at-bats.
First baseman, number 26, Travis Evenson.
23 hits, 4 doubles, 9 home runs, 28 RBIs. Both lead the Express. Well, this guy's got big-time power. And this is a home run hitter's park here at the Joe. There's one hit high down the line, carrying deep toward the corner, and foul. More than enough to go out of here, but it hooks foul. One loud strike there to Evenson. He straightens that one out, and it's a 2-1 ball game. Severson checks the runner and delivers. High and outside, and I don't think he's going to mess with him. Based on what I saw on that pitch. Well out of the zone and high. One on the way. Here's one smack to the gap in right center field. This is down for a hit. Runner around third, headed for the plate. We have a tie ball game. An RBI single by Travis Evenson, and we're knotted at one apiece. So 2-out hitting for both teams, paying dividends. Thomas scores.
Left fielder number 6.
And now it's going to bring up left fielder Ash Larson for the Elko Express. They have 2 hits in a row. Larson, 18 games, 42 at-bats, 14 hits, .333 average, 11 RBI. He has 4 doubles to his credit this year. Ash Larson in the 5 spot for Elko. There's one high and outside. 1-1 now the count. You may remember in the top of the first, Moorhead, 3 hits in a row to play to run. They were all singles. Here we have a double and a single. And a 1-1 ball game. There's a big swing and a miss. Severson pulled the string and it fooled him. And now it's 1-2. I had a hamburger here at the Joe before the game, and it was phenomenal. Grilled onions, pickles, and a slab of cheese. Great stuff. And $5. A bargain at $5. Here's one hit high in the air to left, carrying deep. Penske going back, makes a catch. A few steps in front of the track. Well, Larson gave it a ride. It's just a long out. So a run on 2 hits for Elko, and after 1, we're tied at 1 here in the Class B state tournament from the Joe in Shakopee here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Due up for the Mudcats here in the top of the second inning. The bottom 3 in their order: Jake McKeever, Noah Pilon, and Ryan Van Moore. And they will take on Brady Bean. Well, the Mudcats touched him up with 3 hits in a row. They played a run. The RBI single for Mason Penske, scoring Ben Swanson. A little bit more about Bean's year. As we mentioned, 4-2, 9 games, 44 innings. Gave up just 1 home run. The ERA 4.30. The only other number that stands out, good strikeout numbers, 44 in 44 innings, but 21 walks, a little high for Bean. But he hasn't walked anybody here, hasn't struck out anybody so far in the ball game. His catcher is Mike Fredrickson. Kraska, Blasing, Frederick, and Evenson around the infield. Larson, Thomas, and Bastier in the outfield from left to right. And here's Jake McKeever for the Mudcats.
Number 4, Jake McKeever.
McKeever, the DH. as we move to inning number 2. There's one upstairs. Ball 1. Weather no problem here tonight. We did expect to get the game in. The problem was a pop-up thunderstorm in that opener last night here at the Joe between St. Michael and two-time defending champ Chanhassen. I think we possibly would have got it in, but there was that stray thunderstorm that popped up ahead of the main line that ultimately shut the game down and has it suspended until tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We're going to worry about that here tonight. There's a swing and a miss, now 2-1. There's a brief spell of heavy rain. Lightning was really the biggest concern. And then we returned to play. And then the winds picked up, but it didn't really rain much. But the radar wasn't lying. And it was time to get everybody out of here. And we quickly packed up the gear, and the crew here at the Joe packed things up, and here we are today. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Bean, his first of the game. One away, nobody aboard. Top of the second, and for the Mudcats, Noah Pilon playing at second base.
Second baseman, number 12, Noah Pilon.
Pilon will dig in. And Bean got the first 2 outs quickly in the top of the first. And now has the leadoff man out here in inning number 2. Here's one smack to center. Coming on, Thomas puts it away. Didn't have to move much. And now there's 2 away. And the batter's going to be Ryan Van Moore playing at third and batting 9th for the Mudcats.
Third baseman, number 11.
Once again, we're on the ropes
Van Moore.
in that section tournament. They dropped their first 2. And then they had to battle back and win 2 in a row to get here to state. They are the number 4 seed out of that section. This one all the way to the screen. A little bit low. Ball 1. Had a nice chat with the voice of the Joe, Dick Jankowski. Long-time play-by-play voice, MC extraordinaire, author, and he did the PA work for the first 2 games here at the Joe. And now he's turned it over to his son for this game and the nightcap. So a family affair in the press box here at Joe Schlepper Stadium. There's a big swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning, and the Mudcats go 1-2-3 in the second. After 1.5, we are tied at 1 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Reminder, baseball fans.
And we move on to the bottom half of inning number 2 for the Elko Express. DH Jason Grimm, catcher Mike Fredrickson, and shortstop Carson Blasing. This is 6, 7, and 8 for the Elko Express, and we are tied at 1. For the Moorhead Mudcats, their starter Ty Severson begins his second inning of work. First pitch, strike 1. Off-speed pitch. For Grimm, 182 on the season. There's a little number foul. 13 games, 44 at-bats, 8 hits, couple of doubles, 3 RBIs, 4 walks, 11 strikeouts. Once again, batting 182 on the season for the Express. There's one slapped to the screen. Count rides along at 0-2 to Grimm. Elko got their run in the first. Double by Thomas, single by Evenson. There's one way up high. 1-2 the count. And Severson thinking, let's try and go up the ladder and see if he'll chase. 1-2 on the way. Called strike 3 inside corner. Grimm didn't like it. First strikeout for Severson. And the batter's going to be Mike Fredrickson, the catcher. Fredrickson, 55 at-bats, 17 hits. Batting .309, 10 RBIs, 8 strikeouts, 6 walks. For Elko's catcher. Digs in, first pitch. Just outside. Our camera operator, Kit Callis, working his third of 4 games. This one right back to the screen. Headed our way. The grandstand here at the Joe is adorned with seats from the old Metrodome. It's kind of cool to see the old logo of the Metrodome on the end of each aisle. Just a great facility here, and they continue to make improvements. Like so many of these ballparks, not only around the greater metro area, but around the state of Minnesota. A lot of pride here in Shakopee for Joe Schlepper Stadium. It is a gem. There's a curveball outside. And if you ever get a chance to catch a ball game here, I invite you to do it. It is a wonderful setting. 2-2 to Fredrickson. One away, nobody aboard, bottom of the second. Here's one slapped in the air to left field. Chasing Penske back toward the track. Maybe 3 or 4 feet in front of the warning track. Hauls it in, long out for Fredrickson. And with 2 away and nobody aboard, to bring up the shortstop.
Batting 8. Shortstop, number 33, Carson Blazing.
Blazing digs in. 14 games, 29 at-bats. 276 on the year. He has hit 2 home runs. 6 RBI. Batting in the 8 hole. And for the second inning in a row, Severson's got the first 2 batters out. We're in a tie ball game, as you can see. Here's one chopped toward third. Swanson grabs, tosses to the pitcher covering. 3-1 the putout. And the Elko Express go 3 up, 3 down. And after 2 complete, we're tied at 1 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 in the butter. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
We move to the top of the third inning here at the Joe. Steve Thompson, camera operator Kit Callis. Brady Bean, the Elko Express starter, beginning his third inning of work. He'll face the top of the Moorhead Mudcats order, Tommy Horan. He's 0 for 1.
Shortstop Tommy Horan.
Horan grounded out to first to lead off the ball game. Shadows just to the left of home plate, as you can see there. And they'll begin to take over here in a little while. That one fell well out of play. Once again, a foul ball toward the parking lot. If I had a nice car, I wouldn't be that close. Here's one chopped on the ground to first again. Evenson grabs, throws to the pitcher covering. And for the second time, Horan retired 3-1. That'll bring up center fielder Matt Peash. Peash flied out to right in the first. He is 0 for 1. So the pitchers in this game have been able to get the first batter they faced out. And Bean's done that 3 innings in a row. As a matter of fact, he's been able to get out the first 2 batters in the first 2 innings of work. First, he set down the Mudcats 1-2-3 in the second. There's strike 1. To Peash, the center fielder. There's one outside, ball 1, 1-1. Third game of the day here at the Joe, if you're just joining us. Northfield beat East Grand Forks 9-5. That's the first game completed here in the Class B tournament. Then Dundas pounds out 23 hits and beats a good Chaska team 10-1. The nightcap tonight, Champlain Park against Victoria. We look forward to bringing you that. About 30 to 40 minutes following the completion of this game. Scheduled for 8. I doubt we'll get that one going at 8. This one slap foul to the screen off to the right. 2-2 now, the count to Peash. For the Mudcats, 1 run on 3 hits, all coming in the first. For Elko, 1 run on 2 hits. That came in their half of the first inning. This one hit high and foul out of play over toward the batting cages. They've really got a great complex here in Shakopee, just off 169. If you've ever driven through this part of the cities, you've seen the Joe. Here's one hit on a line into center field, coming on. Thomas dives. Did he make the catch? No, he didn't. The umpire on the bases says no, it falls in for a hit. He had a good look at it. The center fielder, Thomas, made the bid for the diving catch, but could not come up with it. That is the 4th hit of the game for the Mudcats. And now with 1 away and a runner aboard, that'll bring up Ben Swanson playing at first. He had a hit and scored a run in inning number 1. There's one high and outside throw behind the runner. And not in time. Good snap throw by Fredrickson, the catcher. Almost caught Peash leaning the wrong way. Brady Bean, the starter for the Express, checks that runner and delivers. Runner goes, throw down to second, not in time, into center fielder. A stolen base for Peash. And now the Mudcats have a runner in scoring position and 1 away. And Swanson still at the plate with a 2-0 count. Well, he got a good jump. And Fredrickson put a little extra on it and fired it into center field. Good news for the Express. The runner wasn't able to advance to third on the play. Game started about 42 minutes past scheduled time. There's one hit towards second. Frederick gobbles it up, throws to first in time. Runner advances to third. And with 2 away and a runner at third, that'll bring up catcher Toby Sales, who singled in the first. So a hard hit ball, but right at Mitch Frederick, and he threw him out. Sales one of 3 Mudcat hits in the first inning, all singles, allowing them to play to run. They have the runner at third and 2 away. Top of the third inning and the pitch. Here's one slapped towards second. Frederick grabs it and throws him out. So the Express give up the hit, but they don't give up a run. And after 2.5, we're still tied at 1 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. And of course, we've had great state tournament coverage here on PrepSpotlight.tv starting last weekend with the opening round of the Class A at St. Anthony Village. And here's some highlights from that event.
Now he tracks one hard to left field. A 2-run home run. Dead center field.
And the pitch. Grounded towards the right side and past the diving first baseman. Coming up throwing is the right fielder. There will be a play at the plate, and he is safe. He gets underneath the tag. One in the second, and another one. How about that? The trifecta of home runs as Davis hammers it out.
Ready for the fly ball. Pretty well hit the left field. Bulow going back for it. Still going, and it is off the wall. Or the fence, I should say. Knight around third, throw to the plate, and it would have got him, but Granger could not hang on.
Runner Janke. Here's one hit in the air to left. Carrying deep away back. Miller to the fence. His second home run of the night. A 2-run shot to left. On to the bottom of the third here at the Joe and Shakopee in the State Class B Amateur Baseball Tournament. And it'll be Kyle Kraska, the number 9 hitter for Elko. Then to the top of the order are Mitch Frederick and Ryan Bastier. Elko will run on 2 hits in the first. They went down 1, 2, 3 in the second. Here's a bunt attempt. Kraska trying to leg it out. Throw from third on to first in time. Good play. Ryan Van Moore on the run throws him out 5-3. And that'll bring up Mitch Frederick.
Second baseman Mitch Frederick.
Frederick 0 for 1 in the game. Fly ball to center field in the first. He's playing out at second base for the Express. And there's ball 1 down in the zone. Severson's been efficient. And here's one hit in the air to center field. Can of corn for Peach. And he puts it away. Second straight fly ball out for Frederick to center field. He's 0 for 2. And with 2 away and nobody aboard for Elko, they'll bring up Ryan Bastier playing in right. Bastier
Ryan Bastier
is out on a liner to first base. Back in inning number 1. There's a strike. My Severson. Tall, lean right-hander. Really throws over the top. If you watch his motion, really on some pitches, comes straight over the top. He misses there, and it's now 2-1. There's one fouled to the screen now, 2-2. You don't see that a ton where the guy's coming straight over the top, but Severson's done that pretty consistently with the fastball or the curveball here in the ball game. And he gets that good downward plane. Here's one hit in the air to center field, but Peach has it measured.
Summary for Elko.
So
Bottom of the third, no
3 up, 3 down for the second inning in a row. He's retired 7 in a row. And after 3 complete, Elko and Moorhead are tied at 1 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Inning number 4 coming up. Brady Bean, the Elko starter, has done a good job. One run on 4 hits. He has struck out 1. He hasn't walked anybody. And Moorhead will send their 5, 6, and 7 hitters to the plate. Penske, Baran, and McKeever. Penske had an RBI single in the first for the Mudcats' lone run of the game. Penske playing in left field tonight. Hardly a cloud in the sky anymore, a few puffy clouds. You can see over the outfield wall, but that's about it. Here's one smashed toward second and caught. Mitch Frederick stabs it for 1 out. Well, Penske hit it hard, but right at Frederick as he moved to his right and stabbed it. 1 away, nobody aboard. Max Baran. He grounded out to short to end the first inning. He's 0 for 1. First pitch there is a strike. Up in the zone, but a strike. And there's a swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Baran. And the pitchers have really taken over. Here we are in the top of the 4th. Total of 6 hits. 4 for the Mudcats, 2 for the Express. High and tight, look out. 1-2. First time we've really seen anybody have to bend away from 1 in the game. There's a curveball he fought about and let it fly. 2-2 now to Baran. Gave that a good long look. Now you see the shadows of the grandstand just creeping into the infield grass to the left. There's a swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Bean. And 2 away, nobody aboard, top of the 4th. And Jake McKeever comes up, the DH. He struck out to start inning number 2.
Hitter Jake McKeever.
Moorhead the run on 3 hits. They had a hit in the second, or in the third. They went down 1-2-3 in the second. And there's one fouled out of play. And 0-1 the count to McKeever. Fastball outside, 1-1. Can see Thomas out there in center field playing straight away. There's a big swing and a miss, 1-2. Even though both teams have a run, the pitchers have had the better of it so far early in this third game of the day. And there's a called strike 3, inside corner. Third strikeout of the game. And the Mudcats go down 1-2-3 in the 4th. And after 3.5, we're tied at 1 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Baseball trivia knowledge. All right, here it is. Back to 1986 World Series Game 6. New York Mets taking on the Boston Red Sox. Mookie Wilson hits a ground ball between the legs of Bill Buckner. Are you recalling? Who scored the game-winning run? You have to come up to the press box with the correct answer. Hope to see you up. Wow, that was way too easy. Chet Meyer.
Here we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Moorhead and Elko, third game of the day. Opening weekend of the Class B baseball tournament here at Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee. Steve Thompson along with camera operator Kit Callis. And here comes Elko in the fourth. Dylan Thomas, Travis Evenson, and Ash Larson, 3, 4, and 5 for the Express as they try and break the log jam here against Ty Severson, the Mudcat starter. And it's strike one. Here's one hit in the air to left field. Penske can't find it off the wall. He raised his hands and he couldn't see it. He's looking right into the sun and it goes off the wall. That'll end up being a long single for Thomas. He had a double and a run scored in the first, now a single to lead off the fourth. He made a bid to hit it out of here.
First baseman.
And a tough sun field for Penske and left. And that's dangerous because that could have hit him in the head. He did not see that one. That'll bring up first baseman Travis Evenson. He had the RBI single in the first. One of two Express hits that led to the run. The Thomas double, followed by the Evenson RBI single. And for the first time in the game, Elko has the leadoff batter aboard here in the bottom of the fourth. And the meat of their order coming up. Evenson's got power. Throw over there. They're trying to keep Thomas close. Thomas has 4 stolen bases on the season. Andrew Hansen leads the team with 9. So he has swiped 4 on the year. 1-1 ball game, bottom of the fourth. Another throw over there by Severson. Benton Swanson holding him on. And now the catcher is going to come out, Toby Sales, to visit with his starter. And they're going to try and get on the same page. And I don't know if they're going to try and catch Thomas leaning the wrong way and throw behind him. Trying to figure out if they know what the steal sign is here, but so far they've tried to keep him close. They have not pitched to the plate yet as Evenson digs in. And the first pitch outside. They throw it outside thinking that he was going to go. Ball one. One-0 pitch on the way. Fouled back to the screen. Catches the netting. And then part of the roof and pops over into the grandstand. First time I've seen that here at the Joe. Hitting just the right spot to get over. 1-1 now the count. Thomas the leadoff single. High off the wall and left. It almost left the Joe. It's actually a covered fence. And this one slapped in the air down the right field line. And it slices foul. 1-2 now the count to Evenson. Tried to drop one in and go the other way. But but it didn't work. All the runs coming in the first. And since then, we've had a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. That one way outside. 2-2 now to Evenson. The middle of this lineup for Elko is dangerous. Now 3-2. So Elko trying to mount a threat here in the fourth. Their cleanup hitter at the plate right now. And he'll get something to swing at here, I can bet. Ty Severson checks the runner. A long, lean right-hander delivers right back up into the middle into center field for a hit. Runner leans too far, throw behind him. He's out. Well, Thomas rounded the bag too far on that solid single to center. So Evenson the hit. And then they gun him down 6-4 as he went a little too far. So a big break for the Mudcats. Now a runner at first and one away. And the batter's going to be left fielder Ash Larson, who flew out to left in the first. He's 0 for 1. Well, a base running error there by Thomas. He hit one off the wall and left, was held to a single, and then gets thrown out, leaning too far, rounding second. And there is ball one. And now ball two out of the zone. Severson's definitely been more effective in this game out of the windup. The 2-0. Misses again upstairs, 3-0. The second straight 3-ball count there. So 4 bad ones in a row, and the first walk of the game for either pitcher. And now the Elko Express have runners at first and second. That'll bring up DH Jason Grimm, who struck out to open inning number 2. So Grimm with an opportunity here to give the Express the lead. First pitch swinging, hit in the air on the infield. First base Swanson, second base Pilon calls him off. And now 2 away, and runners at first and second. That'll bring up catcher Mike Fredrickson, who hit a fly ball to left at inning number 2, and he is 0 for 1.
Catcher Mike Fredrickson.
So the Express have had 2 hits and a walk, nothing to show for it so far. But they have runners at first and second and now 2 out. And Fredrickson at the plate. And the pitch hit foul over the Express dugout on the right side. Severson working deliberately, wanting to strike the count. There's a curveball outside. 1-1. The Mudcat starter set down Elko 1-2-3 in the second and the third. He had retired 7 in a row. That string broken by the leadoff single by Thomas. Evenson followed with the single, but Thomas went around second too far and got thrown out. Then the walk. And then we had the pop out to second base, and Noah Pilon. There's a foul ball to the right of us. If I was a lot quicker and had a longer arm, I might have been able to go over and stab that. But I'm not very quick, and I have short arms. Bad combo. 2-2, 2 away, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Elko trying to break the tie. This one hit on the air over toward that Elko dugout, giving chase to Swanson, but he runs out of room. The count will ride along at 2-2. Great night for a cold beverage at the ball game. Just a few clouds in the sky. And hopefully we'll get rain-free through the night tonight and have a good day here tomorrow. Friday night we had a stormy night. Stan St. Michael resumes Sunday night. Here's one hit high in the air to left field. Coming over, Penske has it measured and puts it away, and that ends the inning. So Elko, no runs, 2 hits. They leave 2, and after 4, we're still tied at 1 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Elko, bottom of the 4th, no runs on 2 hits. No errors, 2 left.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 in the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
We move to inning number 5. Batting for the Moorhead Mudcats, Noah Pilon, Ryan Van Moore, and Tommy Horan. 8-9-1 for the Mudcats in this 1-1 ball game. Brady Bean, the starter for the Elko Express, has been efficient. 1 run, 4 hits. He's struck out 3, and he hasn't walked anybody. Now here is Pilon. He flied out to center field in inning number 2. Mudcats have not been able to get the leadoff man aboard in any of the innings. They're trying to change that trend. They've gone down 1-2-3 in 2 of the 4, innings 2 and 4 to be exact. And now the count 1-1 on him. Bean struck out 2 in the 4th. And here's one up the middle, cut off by Blasing. Throw to first in time. Good play on the run. 6-3 the put out. 1 away. Nobody aboard. Ryan Van Moore bat. He struck out in inning number 2. And I've got to update my strikeout total. Bean has 4 strikeouts. 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th. And I apologize to Brady Bean for that accounting mistake here early in the game. First pitch swinging, hit in the air, outside of first base, foul territory, over, off the glove of Evenson. He got there but couldn't haul it in. Tough chance because you're getting to the track and the fence And it is an unfamiliar surrounding. And he couldn't haul that one in. So the count now 0-1 to Van Moore, playing down at third base for the Mudcats. White helmets, powder blue tops, white pants. It's a good solid look. There's one way upstairs, 1-1. Of course, the Minnesota Twins roll out the powder blues again this year, and the fans have gone crazy over the powder blues. There's a big swing and a miss now, 1-2. Good fastball by Bean. And both pitchers, Bean for the Express and Severson for the Mudcats, have done a really nice job here tonight. There's one slapped up the middle. Shortstop Blasing charges. On the run, throws him out again. Two good plays in a row by the shortstop. 2 away, nobody aboard. Top of the order for the Mudcats, Tommy Haran. And Haran has been consistent. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first 2 times in the ball game. First base to pitcher covering, 3-1. Bean's first pitch inside low. 1-0. That one way upstairs, 2-0. I talked earlier about that cheeseburger with grilled onions and pickles I had before this game. And that guy may need to do another one of those between games here at the Joe. I got to fill out my scorebook. I may have time. We'll see. There's one top of the zone, 2-1. So the high strike there for Bean now. Actually now 3-1. 2 away, nobody aboard. Top of the 5th inning, and that fouled to the screen. Now full. 3-2. And according to my scorebook, that's the first full count. And that one's fouled out of play, and we'll continue full for a moment. That is the first full count Brady Bean has given up. He has struck out 4 and has not walked anybody in the game. So certainly a good sign for the Elko Express starter. And that one slapped over third, right on the chalk for a hit. I'll hold him to a single, but Haran goes the other way and drops it in. 2-out single. 4th hit of the game for the Mudcats. Actually, 5th hit of the game for the Mudcats. And that'll bring up Matt Peash, the center fielder. Peash flew out to right in the first, had a single and a stolen base in the third. He is 1 for 2. And just goes the other way and drops it in, but wasn't able to turn it into a double. We'll see if he's on the move right here. That one way outside. Bean, I think, slipped a little bit. He fell way off to the left of the mound. So Haran works the count full, gets a single. Here's one hit in the air to shallow center field. Thomas moves to his left, has it measured, and puts him away. So Peash is retired. And the Mudcats, no runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. And after 4.5, we're still tied at 1. And we'll return to the Joe and the State B Amateur Baseball Tournament here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Thank you.
And here we go in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Moorhead and Elko here in this Class B state opening game.
Bottom of the fifth.
Third game of the day here at Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee. And for Elko, Carson Blasing, Kyle Kraska, and Mitch Frederick. 8-9-1, curveball, inside corner strike, 0-2. Blasing grounded out to first. In inning number 2, he's 0 for 1. Here's one scorched to left. But Max Baran moved to his right and caught that line drive. Blasing hit it hard. But lines out to right. One away, nobody aboard. Kyle Kraska playing down at third base for the Elko Express. He grounded out to third in the third. He's 0 for 1. Curveball up in the zone, ball 1. For Ty Severson, giving up a run on 4 hits through 4 and a third. He has struck out 1 and walked 1. He has done an effective job for the Mudcats here tonight. There's one way outside, 2-1. The previous game, loses a handle on the bat. He'll go retrieve. 2-2 now the count. Umpire dusts off the plate. By the way, the Minnesota Baseball Association proud to present the 2020 state tournaments. Follow along on their website at mnbaseball.org or join the Twitter feed at MinBaseball, M-I-N-N Baseball. That's on Twitter. They'll keep you up to date on all the tournament action. Solid hit to left. Through the hole. And with one away and one on, the batter will be leadoff hitter Mitch Frederick playing at second base. He's flied out to center field not once but twice in the ball game. And on the board we're even now. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. Those runs coming in the first. There's strike 1. You can see shadows now creeping over the right side of the infield. The pitcher and home plate still in the sun. Third base in the shadows. The shadows almost reaching the center field, as you can see in the shot there. From Kit Callis, our camera operator extraordinaire. There's one down in the dirt, 2-1. I've had a chance to work a number of sports now with Kit, and it's amazing what he's able to do with one camera and the shots he's able to get. I'm always happy to see Kit on the schedule. I hope he feels the same way. 2-1. Here's one slap, hard foul, but out of play. He hammered that one, but way out in front. 2-2, one away, one on for Elko here in the bottom of the fifth inning. We have one to go still here on this Saturday at the Class B state tournament in Shakopee. Champlin Park against Victoria in our nightcap. Scheduled for 8. We'll see about that. 2-2. Fouled straight back and out of play. And you can tell Frederick by his expression on that foul ball got a pitch he felt he could drive. Instead, straight back and out of play. He was on it. And now here's Severson with the 2-2. And this one's hit in the air to center field. Peesh comes on, makes the catch. And now 2 away, and that'll bring up right fielder Ryan Bastier. Bastier, 0 for 2. Popped out to first and to center field in the ball game.
Ryan Bastier.
Severson's done a nice job for the Mudcats. The whole goal, win in advance. There's ball 1. Now 2-0. The 1-out single for Kraska, and he's still stranded at first base. He hasn't really shown a threat to steal. He hasn't been able to get much of a lead off Severson. Swanson holding him on the bag. There's a curveball, top of the zone, 2-1. Got it in at the letters. Just want to hit on the air, right side of the infield. Swanson in foul territory makes the catch. And Elko is retired. So they get a hit, they leave 1, and after 5, we're still tied at 1 here at the State Class B on PrepSpotlight.tv.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left.
In game 3, tied at 1, and in the 6th, Ben Swanson playing down at first base. He has a single and a run scored. He grounded out to second in the 3rd. He is 1 for 2 in our game. Brady Bean, beginning his 6th inning of work. He's certainly been very effective. 1 run on 5 hits. He struck out 4, and he has not walked anybody. But he has certainly been dealing. 1-2 now the count. to Swanson. The number 3 hitter in their order, then Toby Sales cleanup. Mason Penske in the 5 hole. For the Mudcats here, batting in the 6th inning already. This game started at 5:42, and we're just past 7 o'clock. Here's one hit in the air to right field. Could drop, it does. In front of the right fielder, Ryan Bastier, for the Elko Express. And Ben Swanson has the leadoff single. 6th hit in the game for the Mudcats. But the first leadoff hitter to reach in the game. So we're in the 6th, and Swanson leads off with a hit. So a good start for the Mudcats here, and that'll bring up Toby Sales. Sales had a hit in the first, one of 3 Mudcat hits there, and then grounded out to second to end the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. Bean checks the runner and delivers. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Good pitch. Good pitch. Never felt like Bean's really been in trouble. He gave up the 3 hits and the run in the first, but still felt in control. Oh, another strike, 0-2. We'll see what he does here with a little adversity in inning number 6. There's a curveball missing inside, and Sales didn't even flinch. Now it's 1-2. One on, nobody out, top of the 6th inning for the Moorhead Mudcats. There's a curveball outside, now 2-2. Penske waiting on deck. He had the lone RBI for the Mudcats, a single in the first. Outside, throw behind the runner. They got him! Fredrickson down to Evenson, and they gun the runner. 2-3, how about that? Sales still at the plate, count is full. Well. Fredrickson behind the runner. Caught Swanson leaning. And the pitcher's got to love that. Brady Bean for Elko. There's one high and tight and a walk. And the first walk allowed by my county. He has 4 strikeouts. 1 away, 1 aboard. That'll bring up Penske, the left fielder. Penske, as I mentioned, the RBI single in the first. He lined out to second in the 4th. He's 1 for 2 in our ball game. Team starting to arrive for the nightcap. Chamberlain Park Low Gators are here. Victoria Vicks. Haven't seen any of the Vicks arrive at the yard yet, but I expect to see them shortly. 1-0 now to Penske with a runner on and 1 away. That one's inside. Now 2-0. Good live fastball, but it missed the zone. Well inside. Not much of a breeze anymore. Flag moving ever so slowly. There's a strike now, 2-1. Really hasn't been much of a breeze all day. I arrived when Dundas blew open that game with Chaska. On their way to 23 hits and a 10-1 victory in Game 2 of the day. Just not a lot of wind here at the Joe. Here's one hit in the air in the gap to left center field. That's down for a hit. Retrieving is Larson. Runner around second, headed for third. That is a double. And the Mudcats have runners at second and third and 1 out here in the 6th. So Sales leads the parade to third. Penske in at second. That'll bring up Max Baran, who's 0 for 2 in the ball game, but he has an opportunity here. Moran playing in right field. And the Mudcats, who are on the brink in district play, had to win 2 in a row to get here to state. They come in as they're And we apologize for the technical problems. Evenson for Elko retired 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And they're trailing 2-1. Just to recap, Moorhead Mudcats, 1 run on 3 hits. They left 2 in the top of the 6th to grab a 2-1 lead. Here we are, 1 out, nobody aboard. Bottom of the 6th inning for Elko and Ash Larson at the plate. Excuse me, this is Evenson at the plate. So Thomas was retired 4-3. And now this is Evenson here. Three and 1 the count, 1 away. 2-1 Mudcats. And he gets a walk. So he'll get the walk. And now with 1 on and 1 away, that'll bring up Ash Larson. The left fielder, he's had a walk and 2 trips. Flight out to left field in the first. Once again, we apologize for the technical problems, but we are back at it here at the Joe. Pitcher for the Mudcats, still Ty Severson. Tall, lean right-hander's done a good job. 1 run on 5 hits. Has a strikeout in the game. Now 2-0. 2-0 to Larson. And here's one hit in the air to left field. Line drive caught by Penske. Well, he hit it hard, but right at Penske. Larson is retired on that line out. And now it's going to be Grimm, the DH. Struck out in the 2nd. Popped out to 2nd in the 4th. He's 0 for 2. And the runner down at first base is Evenson with 2 away. Evenson got on via the walk. One of 2 walks given up by Severson in the game. Upstairs again, 2-0. Great night for a ball game here at the Class B. Mike Max from Channel 4 threw out the first pitch ahead of that opener today between Northfield and East Grand Forks. 2-1, 2 away, runner at first, bottom of the 6th inning. That one hit foul by Grimm. Fredrickson waiting on deck, the catcher, if we get that far. In the on deck circle down to the right with the shin guards on. 2-2 pitch. Hit over toward that Mudcat dugout, but into the screen. And the count will ride along at 2-2.
Update from Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 4th. Twins 4, Royals nothing.
Two pitch, 2 away. Runner at first. Misses inside now, 3-2. 3-2 to Grimm. Thomas grounded out, then the walk to Evenson. Then the line out to left by Larson. Here's one fouled back to the screen. Catcher Sales gives a look. Doesn't have room. And the count is still full. Be sure to visit townballmn.com and revisit the 2019 Emmy Award-nominated series Town Ball Uniquely Minnesota, an 8-part series that looks at the very essence of the Minnesota amateur baseball scene. Log on to townballmn.com to download your favorite episode or the entire series. Great work on that. So many great ballparks, memories. 3-2. Hit straight up the chimney. Pincher coming on and makes the play right in front of home plate. Severson saw it all the way and put him away. So the Express leave one, and after 6, the Moorhead Mudcats lead the Elko Express 2-1 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on 3 in the bunter. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Thanks for playing.
Welcome back to the Joe. We head for inning number 7 tonight. And Brady Bean still out there for the Elko Express. Giving up 2 runs on 8 hits. He has struck out 5. Gave up a run in the first and a run in the 6th on 3 hits. He stranded 2. In all, he stranded 6 in the game. Noah Pilon, Ryan Van Moore, and Tommy Horan, 8-9-1. First pitch swinging down the line and deep toward the corner. Larson gives chase, can't get it. Larson made a sliding attempt in the corner, couldn't come up with it. It is just a long strike to Noah Pilon. Pilon 0 for 2 in the game. Fly ball to center in inning number 2. Grounded out to short in the 5th. As the Mudcats try to add to their lead. Brady Bean's done a pretty solid job trying to keep it a 1-run ball game here in the 7th. Here's one way outside, ball 1. 1-1. This one smashed by third down the line. Pilon will be held to a single. It is the 9th hit of the game for the Moorhead Mudcats. And with 1 on and nobody out, that'll bring up Ryan Van Moore. Struck out in the 2nd, grounded out to short in the 5th. He is 0 for 2. And more importantly for the Mudcats, top of the order looming. In the on-deck circle, Tommy Horan, the shortstop. So Bean in a big spot here, the Elko Express starter. There's a bunt down the first base line. It's a good one. It'll move that runner up. So a sac bunt for Van Moore. 3 unassisted. That'll move Pilon down to 2nd, and we get to the top of the order, and Tommy Horan. He has a hit and 3 trips. That hit coming in the 5th.
Shortstop, Tommy Horan.
So Horan an RBI opportunity, and his team leading 2-1 in the top of the 7th. A little bit outside, ball 1. Matt Peesh waiting on deck, the center fielder. Peesh has a hit in the ball game. Here's one right back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Runner around third, that's Pilon headed for the plate, throw coming in. He got him! Haran the hit, but they get Pilon at the plate. Thomas throw. 8-2. And now that runner on the play moves down to second base and Haran. But there is 2 away, and the batter's going to be Peesh. Peesh 1 for 3, as I mentioned, the single and a stolen base in the third. He was stranded there. Fredrickson lays down the tag. What a throw. Mudcats still lead it 2-1. Here's one to third by third base, and Kyle Kraska, runner around third. He'll come to the plate, no throw. 3-1 Mudcats. A tough chance for Kraska. They gobbled him up. So Haran scores to make it 3-1. And they're going to rule that a hit for Peesh. Just a laser beam by Kraska. Actually, they're going to rule it an error. E5. And the batter's going to be Swanson. He has 2 hits and a run scored in 3 trips. He has a runner at first. 3-1 Moorhead, leading Elko. So now 2 hits, an error, and a run scored in the inning. The 1-0 pitch, now down low, 2-0. And now we've got a conference on the mound. Is the Elko Express, and their longtime manager, Terry Fredrickson, 46 years. And they're going to make a change as Brady Bean's coming out of the game. We will get a pitching change here at the Joe. All right, new pitcher in there for the Express, Alex Mock. A left-hander comes in. Get you some numbers on Mock here in a moment. Digging in, Ben Swanson. 2 hits and a run scored, as I mentioned. Runner at first is Peesh. A run in the inning for the Moorhead Mudcats. One in the first, one in the sixth now, one in the seventh. They lead it 3-1. They've out-hit the Express 10-5. And the pitch. Strike, 3-1. Mock 7 games, 1-1, 1 save, 11 in the third, 8 hits, ERA 3.18. And gives up a walk. So now runners at first and second, an error and then a walk. Now it's going to bring up Toby Sales, the catcher. Single in the first, grounded out to second in the third, walked and scored in the sixth.
The catcher, Toby Sales.
Mockin is 11 and third, 8 hits, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 17 strikeouts, 8 walks, and we saw one there, number 9. Here's one hit high in the air to left. Ash Larson hardly asked to move and hauls it in to retire the side. But the Mudcats had a run on a couple of hits and an error, and they leave 2. And after 6.5, Moorhead leading Elko 3-1 here at the Joe and the Class B Amateur Baseball Tournament here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Stand up and join us in taking out to the ball game.
Stretch time at Joe Schlepper Stadium and the Class B Amateur Baseball Tournament. Opening weekend. We had rain that suspended the game last night. 2-time defending champs Chanhassen had a 6-2 lead in the sixth over St. Michael. That was suspended. They'll finish that tomorrow night at 8. In the final game of opening weekend. 3 scheduled tomorrow and then that suspended game. And now we got Ty Severson beginning his 7th inning of work. And he'll face Elko's 7, 8, 9, Fredrickson, Blasing, and Kraska. Mike Fredrickson, the catcher, 0 for 2 in the ball game. And he'll dig in with his team trailing 3-1. And looks at ball 1. Severson's done a nice job. The 1 run on 5 hits, no errors behind him. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Struck out 1, walked 2. He's been around the plate all night. 2-1 now. Here's one hit on the ground between third and short. Into left field for a leadoff hit. So Fredrickson picks up a hit, his first of the game. The 6 for Elko. And that's going to bring up the shortstop.
Shortstop Carson Blazing.
Blazing 0 for 2 in the game. Grounded out to first in the second. And lined out to right in the 5th. He squares to bunt. Looks at strike 1. Fredrickson the leadoff single. And for the second time in the game, they have the leadoff man aboard. Thomas was able to do the trick in the fourth, but they weren't able to score. Their only run coming in inning number 1 on 2 hits, a double and a single. Thomas a double, Evenson the RBI single. Throw over to first, diving back in is Fredrickson. Waiting on deck, Kyle Kraska down at third. Elko here in the 7th. That one's fouled out of play, 0-2. Coming up tomorrow, 3 games here in the Class B. Coon Rapids Redbirds against Meadsville at 11. At 2, Moorhead against Prior Lake. And at 5, Cold Spring against Anoka. And then Chan and St. Michael will finish their game tomorrow night. Here's one hit high and deep down the right field line. And it's hooking foul. Blazing put a charge into it, but it's foul. And now, the count continues at 0-2. He turned on it. Oh, 2 pitch on the way from Severson. This one hit over second into right center field for a base hit. Back-to-back hits start the 7th inning for the Elko Express, and that'll bring up Kyle Kraska, who has a hit and 2 trips. That came in the 5th. We do have activity down in that Moorhead Mudcat bullpen down the left field line. I did not bring my binoculars, and it is shielded by a screen. So Kraska up. 2 single to start it for the Elko Express here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They're trail at 3-1. Throw down to second. They almost caught Fredrickson leaning the wrong way. Oh boy, that was close. Mudcats, 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Elko, 1 run, 7 hits, and 1 error. But the Express in business here. Back-to-back singles to start the 7th. There's a bunt attempt, and that's going to be hit foul. Well, he squared the bunt, and they came right in, up and at him. And Kraska had to fight that off. It was more of a self-defense than anything. He just got the bat up and knocked it out of the way. The catcher, Sales, went over to give it a look. And now 0-1. Kraska, the number 9 hitter, trying to turn over the order and put together a big inning for Elko here. 0-1 pitch, bunted in the air to third. He's out. Everybody's safe. Top of the order, Mitch Frederick's coming up. Frederick, 3 fly balls to center field in the game. He's 0 for 3.
Second baseman, Mitch Frederick.
So Frederick coming up. Mike Fredrickson led off with a single. Carson Blazing followed with a single. Kraska, the bunt in the air, out to third. And now strike 1 to Frederick. Well, Ty Severson for the Mudcats, and there's a throw over to second base. Everybody's safe. Trying to keep that runner very close in a 3-1 ball game. Noah Pilon almost standing on the bag. And now he'll kind of trot back into position. And there's a hit by pitch. And now they're loaded for the Express. So Frederick gets hit by a pitch. First hit batter in the game. Fredrickson to third. Blazing to second. Frederick down at first. And Ryan Bastier is going to come up. He is 0 for 3. And the Elko Express right fielder in a big spot. Now we're going to have a conference on the mound as they talk to Ty Severson. We don't know if we're going to get a move to the pen here. We'll stay here for the moment and sort this all out. Everybody on the infield in for a chat. Penske, Peace, and Oran stay in the outfield, and Severson's going to stay in the game. Sales will go behind the plate. And Bastyr in a big spot with his team down 3-1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Opening weekend of the state Class B amateur baseball tournament. Severson's pitch. Up high, ball 1. Right now, Bastyr wants to make sure he comes into the zone. 1-0. 1-1. Good fastball by Severson on the inside corner. Sun's still a factor, mostly for the pitcher and shortstop at this point. 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Had a piece of it. It is a foul ball. So the runners cannot advance. 1-2 now. So Severson with a huge 1-2 coming up here with them loaded and 1 out. A pitch to Bastyr. Misses 2-2. Two and two, 1 away. They're loaded. Severson's pitch. Smashed foul. Look out, first base coach. Still to come. Scheduled for 8. There's no way we'll get that started on time. Champlain Park and Victoria in the final game of the day here at the Joe in Shakopee. 2-2 on the way from Ty Severson. Inside and tight. Now 3-2. Huge spot in the ball game right here. Mudcats lead it 3-1, but Elko threatening. 3-2. Hit in the air toward left field. Penske under it, makes a catch. Runner tags from third. Throw all the way into the plate, too high. Backed up effectively. It's a 3-2 ball game. Bastyr, sac fly RBI. Fredrickson scores. Blazing stays at second. Frederick at first. And now it's going to bring up Dylan Thomas. A double and a run scored in the first. A single in the fourth, and grounded out in the sixth. Oh, here we go. As Moorhead clings to that 3-2 lead.
Center fielder Dylan Thomas.
So Dylan Thomas, 2 hits already. That single and double could tie the game or give his team the lead here. First pitch, way up high, ball 1. The winner of this game plays next Saturday at 4 against the winner of the Cold Spring Anoka game here at the Joe. Now 1-1 to Thomas. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Severson's pitch. Hit in the air to deep left field, carrying to the fence. Gone! A 3-run home run for Dylan Thomas, and Elko has grabbed a 5-3 lead.
And that home run to the Shakopee High School Baseball Boosters Association. Also, Dylan Thomas earns a free pitcher meter, popcorn meter at Shakopee Bowl. Home run for Dylan Thomas.
A 4-run 7th for Elko. 2 away, nobody aboard, and that'll bring up Travis Evenson at first. Evenson, a walk and 2 singles. He had that RBI in the first to get Elko started. Well, Thomas, the 3-run home run, and now the Express are up by 2. For Elko now, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, 3-10-0 for Moorhead. Ty Severson runs into trouble here in the 7th. He had pitched well to that point, giving up just the run, and 5 hits coming into the inning. Here's one hit high and deep to left. No doubt, home run for Evenson, and it's 6-3 Elko.
Shakopee Bowl donates another $50 because of that home run. The Shakopee High School Baseball Boosters
Back-to-back home runs for Elko here in the 7th. A 3-run shot for Thomas, then a solo bomb for Evenson, a no-doubter.
Home run, Travis Evenson.
That'll bring up Ash Larson, the 8th man to bat in the inning.
Larson.
He's walked in 3 trips. Fly to left, liner to left. There's other at-bats. Well, Elko down 3-1, now up 6-3. And this 5-run 7th has turned this game around. This one right back to the pitcher, stand by Severson. They'll go over to first. 1-3 on the putout, but damage done. The 3-run home run by Thomas. The solo homer by Evenson, and Elko leads it 6-3 after 7 innings here on Prep Spotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Now a 3 in the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Here we go to the 8th. Moorhead now trying to come back. They trail 6-3 here in the top of the 8th inning. Mason Penske, Max Baran, and Jake McKeever, 5, 6, and 7 for the Mudcats. They scored 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. They have 10 overall hits in the game, and Alex Mock begins his 2nd inning. He came in relief, got the final out of the 7th. Mock, the left-hander, delivers. Curveball up high. Penske's had a game, an RBI single in the 1st, a double in the 6th. He's 2 for 3. Now he looks at a strike, 1-1. Mudcats need to get something going here, and they're running out of time here in the top of the 8th. This one up high, 2-1. Still a little lingering sunshine. Pitcher in second base. There's one fouled to the screen. Off the facing of the grandstand. Maybe you hear that. And the count now 2-2. Brad Bean did a good job. Turns it over to Mock. And now Mock in a position to get the win. Here's one hit in the air to center field. Coming on Thomas. It'll drop in front of him. So a leadoff single by Penske. His third hit of the game and the 11th for the Mudcats. And that's going to bring up Max Moran. Moran has
Right fielder, Max Moran.
an RBI in 3 trips. Struck out in the 4th, grounded out in the 1st. And there's ball 1 to Moran. Leadoff man aboard here is Penske. Moran trying to keep it going here for Moorhead, now up high 2-1. Mike frustrated by that pitch. Moran and the second baseman still standing in the sunshine. There's a swing and a foul tip to the catcher's mitt. 2-2 now. 2 home runs for Elko in the bottom of the 7th. 5 runs. They go from down 3-1 to up 6-3. Ox 2-2 on the way, and now time called by the home plate umpire. I think everybody's all set. As Max Moran digs in. Mock checks that runner. Going away now 3-2. Right now the Mudcats want base runners. High and foul on the right side. Lands on the batting cage. That's going to be hard for the kids to retrieve. It's in the netting above the batting cages. Yeah, I think that'll take a little adult supervision to fetch that one. 3-2. Towards short, into center field, a base hit. Back-to-back hits get the Mudcats started here in the 8th. And now runners at first and second. That'll bring up Jake McKeever, the DH. He struck out 3 times tonight.
Batting for the designated hitter, Jake McKeever. Number 9, Josh Schmidt.
Josh Schmidt will be the pinch hitter. For the Mudcats here. So McKeever strikes out 3 times. We get the pinch hitter, Schmidt. Big left-handed kid. And the Mudcats, Penske and Moran singles to start it. They have something brewing here. And there's strike 1. Schmidt with 1 swing could tie it up. There's a curveball, strike 2, beauty. Good pitch there by Mock. Wow. 0-2 pitch on the way. Schmidt the pinch hitter, another curveball, hit toward first, backhanded, second for 1. Back to first, threw it away. Runner rounds third and scores. So Schmidt's going to reach on the fielder's choice. Baran retired 3-6, but Penske comes around to score on the throwing error on the shortstop. And that's going to bring up Pilon with a runner at second and one out. 6-4 the ball game. That is one the shortstop Blazing would love to have back. Didn't have a chance to get Schmidt at first. And now we have a conference on the mound. So singles from Penske and Baran. They get a run on the plane at 6-4. Pilon blew it to center in the second, grounded out to short in the fifth. Had a hit in the seventh. Pilon batting in the 8-hole. Looks at a fastball up high, ball one. Van Moore waiting on deck, scheduled to hit. We'll see if we can get a number on him in the on-deck circle. Or the Mudcats going to pinch hit here in the 8th. Here's a pitch. Swung on the infield, right on the pitcher's mound. Who calls it? And the first baseman drops it. It'll be a hit. Well, right fly ball landing right on the mound. And Evenson couldn't come over from first and make the play. Mitch Frederick from second. Carson Blazing from short was there. Alex Mock waiting for someone to call. Nobody did, and it drops. That'll be an error. Second in the inning. And now with runners at first and second, it is Ryan Van Moore. And he's 0 for 3 in the game. Strikeout coming in the second. Grounded out to short in the fifth. And then 3 unassisted in the seventh. That was a sacrifice bunt to move Noah Pilon along. And now he finds himself in an 0-2 hole. But an opportunity still here for the Mudcats in the 8th. They have a run in, and they've received a little help from Elko. A couple of errors in the inning. And the pitch by Mock. Fouled straight back. Count rides along at 0-2. Champlin Park coming up in the nightcap against the Victoria Vicks. Low Gators and Vicks to close out this Saturday here at the State B in Shakopee. Mock's pitch down low, blocked by the catcher Fredrickson. An unusual inning. Back-to-back hits by Penske and Baran. Then Schmidt pinch hits. Reaches on a fielder's choice. Throwing error allows a run to score. 1-2, smashed foul. And the count continues at 1-2. Now the sun is down. No one has to deal with it. Little sun still on the helmet out at second base. That runner out there, Josh Schmidt. Sun not really a factor anymore. Mock's pitch, fouled at the plate. Count continues at 1-2. Just one away for the Mudcats. Moorhead, 1 in the first, 1 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh, now 1 in the 8th. Elko had that run in the first, and then a 3-run shot and a solo shot. 5 runs total in the 7th. 6-4 Elko leading. And trying to protect that 2-run lead right now. And Mock's pitch. Fouled to the screen. Van Moore stays alive. Tommy Horan, the leadoff hitter, waiting on deck. Got off to a slow start in the game, but he's come alive. He's 2 for 4. And here's one hit in the air to right field. It'll drop for a hit. Runner around third, holds at third. They're loaded with 1 out for the leadoff hitter, Horan. He drops a single into right. 3rd hit in the inning, 13th hit in the game for the Mudcats. And now Moorhead, with a single somewhere, could tie this ball game. And we've got a visit to the mound, and we're going to get a pitching change. 6-4, Elko leading Moorhead here in the top of the 8th inning, and we'll be back to the Joe in a moment here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Changes for Elko here in the top of the 8th inning. Dylan Thomas comes in from center field to pitch. He's appeared in 9 games. He's 2-0, 6 saves, 12 innings, just 3 hits, 21 strikeouts in his 12 innings. He's given up just 1 walk. He has not given up an earned run this year. So Dylan Thomas from center field comes in. He'll be replaced by Alex Tobias. So Thomas in from center to pitch. Tobias takes his spot in center field. And the Minnesota Baseball Association proud to present the 2020 state tournaments. Follow along on their website at mnbaseball.org or join the Twitter feed at MINBaseball, MINN Baseball. Elko leading at 6-4 for the moment here in the top of the 8th inning. But the bases are loaded for the Moorhead Mudcats.
Shortstop, Tommy Horan.
Schmidt at third, Pilon at second, Van Moor at first, Tommy Horan the batter. The shortstop and leadoff hitter for the Mudcats. And a chance to tie the game or more. First pitch up high. Well, this is a tall order for Horan and the Mudcats. As I mentioned, Thomas has not given up an earned run all year. He's their closer and a tough customer. Ball 1. There's one fouled to the screen, 1-1. He's got a big arm, as you can see. And Horan just trying to catch up, put one in place somewhere because they're loaded and 1 out. Even a fly ball may score the run. Center fielder playing in, that's Tobias. Replaced Thomas in center field. You can see him in the shot there. Here's one slap down the line. Past third. 1 run in. 2 runs to the plate. Throw into third, not in time. A 2-run double by Horan, and we're tied at 6. The Mudcats battle back. And Horan, the big 1 out, 2 RBI double.
Center fielder, Matt Beach.
On the play, Van Moor to third. Horan now at second. Still only 1 out. And now it's Matt Peach, the center fielder. He has a hit in the game. Reached on an error. Big swing and a miss. Peach waves at strike 1. 3 runs in the inning for the Mudcats here in the top of the 8th. We had kind of a tight pitcher's duel early, but now these teams trading a lot of runs late in this ball game. Thomas. That one fouled out of play now. He's quickly ahead 0-2. In the inning, 4 hits for the Mudcats. The big blow, a 2 RBI double by Haran a moment ago. And now Peach could give his team the lead here. The 0-2. Big swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Dylan Thomas blew him away, and now it's up to Ben Swanson. 8th man to bat. Swanson in the 3-hole. A single and a run scored in the 1st. Had a single in the 6th.
First baseman, Ben Swanson.
So Swanson's been able to make contact tonight. And right now, at this point, Moorhead would settle for a wild pitch to plate the go-ahead run. 6-6 our score. First pitch up high. The 1-0 on the way from Dylan Thomas. This one fouled to the screen, 1-1. The 2020 Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournaments are brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association. Class A, Class B, Class C, all here on PrepSpotlight.tv. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runners at second and third. This one fouled. Now 1-2. Mudcats have plated 3 runs to tie it. It's 1-1 after 1. Moorhead led it 2-1 after 6. 3-1 after 6.5. And then Elko scored 5 in the bottom of the 7th. They come back with 3 here in the top of the 8th. The pitch. Fouled again. So Swanson sees the count right along again at 1-2. But they have made Dylan Thomas work. Third pitcher to work for the Elko Express. Bean started, then Mock, now Thomas. 1-2. Curveball outside, 2-2. Gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for Van Moore to try to score. He took a couple of steps toward the plate, but Fredrickson was able to quickly retrieve. Two on, 2 out. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one fouled to the screen. That hit square. She made her. That caught the roofs flush. Count continues at 2-2. A little past 8 o'clock. This game started late at 5:42. An earlier action, Northfield beat East Grand Forks 9-5. Then Dundas, 23 hits and a 10-1 win over Chaska. Those are the results from the first 2 games of the day at Joe Schlepper Stadium in Shakopee. Host of the Class B state tournament. This one chopped right back up the middle. Shortstop charging, blazing, grabs, throws, gets him. But 3 runs for the Mudcats, including that 2 RBI double by Tommy Haran. And after 7.5, we're tied at 6 here at PrepSpotlight.tv. New pitcher for the Moorhead Mudcats warming up. Tanner McBain in relief of Ty Severson. Severson goes 7. Gives up 6 runs on 9 hits. So McBain's going to pitch here and face Grim Fredrickson and Blazing 6, 7, and 8 for the Elko Express. Elko 5 runs an inning ago. The 3-run shot by Dylan Thomas, and then the solo bomb right after by Travis Evenson, a no-doubter to left. So here we go, Grimm in the game, 0 for 3. Grimm digs in from the left-handed side. Here we are in the bottom of the 8th inning. There's one way outside, ball 1. One-0 pitch. Inside now, 2-0. And for Moorhead to come back with 3 to tie it. Would hate to give one back here and be down to their final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. There's a strike by McBain. 2-1 now. Both teams scored in the first, and then we had a pitcher's duel until things changed in the 6th. And since then, we've had a lot of run scoring. Here's a fly ball to left. Cruising over is Penske, makes a catch. 1 away. Grimm is now 0 for 4. Going to bring up Mike Fredrickson. He had a hit and a run scored in that 7th inning. He's 1 for 3 tonight, the catcher. So Fredrickson will get a swing here at McBain. Both teams are here for the nightcap, as you might expect, the Victoria Vics and the Champlain Park Low Gators. There's a curveball way up high.
Bottom of the 6th from Kauffman Stadium, Twins 4, Royals 2.
Moorhead and Elko knotted at 6. Nobody aboard, 1 away. There's a strike, now 1-2. McBain took a little off it and finds a strike zone. There's a big swing and a miss. And Fredrickson goes down. First strikeout there for McBain. 2 away, nobody aboard, and the batter will bring up Carson Blazing, the shortstop. Blazing had a single and a run scored in 3 trips tonight. This is one of the guys to score in the 3-run shot by Dylan Thomas. Blazing skips one in there, ball 1. The old 55-footer. And the catcher, Toby Sales, has no problem with it. 1-0. Slap foul, 1-1. 3 games tomorrow here from the Class B. Of course, play continues in the Class C at 2 sites, Springfield and Milroy. And, of course, tomorrow, Championship Sunday at the Class A over at St. Anthony and Palm Field. You can see all those games right here on PrepSpotlight.tv. That one in the dirt. Now 2-1. Blazing trying to keep the bottom of the 8th alive for Elko in this 6-6 ball game. There's one slapped towards short. Haran can't come up with it. Blazing's aboard. That'll bring up Kyle Kraska. Plays at third base. He has a hit and 3 plate appearances tonight. And that's the first error of the game on the Mudcats.
Third baseman Kyle Kraska.
Kraska, the number 9 hitter for the Elko Express. There's a curveball up high. Didn't have his release point there. There's a strike. Tanner McBain in relief of Ty Severson here in the 8th. Got the first 2 outs. Then an error behind him by the shortstop Tommy Haran. And now Elko has life. There's one outside now, 2-1. Runner on, 2 out, 2-1 pitch. Strike 2-2. McBain really taking his time between pitches. Certainly a big spot in the game. Tied at 6, bottom of the 8th inning. McBain to the belt and delivers. Right back to the pitcher. He'll trot over toward first, underhanded in time. Kraska retired 1-3. So Elko doesn't score in the bottom of the 8th. They strand one, and after 8 complete, we're tied at 6 here at the Class B from the Joe in Shakopee here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Here we go to the 9th, tied at 6 here at the State Class B Amateur Baseball Tournament. Moorhead will send Toby Sales, Mason Pesky, and Max Baran to the plate against Dylan Thomas, the Elko Express closer. Moorhead scratched out 3 runs in the 8th inning to tie it up. Sales in the game had a single in the 1st, walked and scored in the 6th. Officially 1 for 3 in the ball game tonight. Here's Sales, the catcher. Way up high, ball 1. Good job here for Thomas. Hold the Mudcats off the board and give his team a chance to win it in the bottom of the 9th. Big swing and a miss. 6 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for Moorhead. Elko 6 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. Thomas pitch catches the outside corner. Strike 2, 1-2 to the leadoff batter, Sales. For the Mudcats. Made the long trip down from Fargo Moorhead. Here's one hit in the air to center field. Tobias on to make the catch. Tobias, a defensive replacement when Thomas moved in to pitch an inning ago. He makes the play there. 1 away, nobody aboard. This will bring up Mason Penske. He's had 3 hits and 4 trips. RBI single in the first, double in the 6th, and a single and a run scored in the 8th. So he has been an active participant in the Mudcats offense tonight. We'll see what he can do here. That pitch gets by the catcher to the screen, ball 1. It's kind of off the glove of Fredrickson. He did the thing I did often, kind of look at the glove and where's the hole? I did that regularly. Fredrickson's been really good behind the plate tonight for the Elko Express. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike now, 1-1. Max Baran waiting on deck. The Mudcats try and grab the lead here in the top of the 9th. There's one hit in the air to center field. Tobias coming on, makes a diving catch. Alex Tobias, how about that? That saves a hit, maybe more. Phenomenal play. And with 2 away and nobody aboard, Max Baran. He has 2 hits, 4 plate appearances, and an RBI in the ball game for the Mudcats. What a play by Alex Tobias. There's a strike. In and to his right, and dove to grab. Nice play. 0-1, strike 2. Good fastball by Dylan Thomas. So his defensive replacement in center field has really bailed him out. Thomas started in center. He comes in to pitch. The guy who replaces him has really helped him out here in the inning. There's a long foul down the right field line, well out of play, into one of the other diamonds here in Shakopee. We just have a great facility here. Can't say enough about our hosts and what they've done to get this place ready. And there's strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down for the Mudcats here in the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 6 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Here we go to the bottom of the 9th. Tie ball game 6-6. Moorhead Mudcats, Elko Express. Top of the order for the Express. Mitch Frederick, Ryan Bastier, Dylan Thomas.
Mitch Frederick.
Frederick hit by a pitch and scored in that big 5-run 7th inning that saw the Express take a 6-3 lead. And Moorhead came right back to tie. Relief pitcher Tanner McBain begins another inning of work and delivers high, ball 1. Elko looking for a hero right here to walk him off. And now 2-0. As I mentioned, winner of this game we play next Saturday against the winner of Cold Spring and Anoka. Cold Spring and Anoka play tomorrow here at the Joe. 2-0 pitch on the way from McBain. And there's a strike. He's taken all the way, 2-1. Mitch Frederick, the leadoff batter, and playing at second base. Right fielder Ryan Bastier. Dylan Thomas in the hole. Hit the 3-run bomb. Here's a chopper through the hole into right field. Off the glove of Pelon. And a leadoff single for the Express. Here in the bottom of the 9th, and that'll bring up Bastier. He had the sac fly RBI in the 7th to plate the first run of that 5-run inning. He is 0 for 3.
Ryan Bastier.
And we'll see if Bastier is going to lay one down against McBain. He squares already. McBain. Good bunt. McBain off the mound, picks it up down to first. Gets him 1-3. But a perfect sacrifice by Bastier. And now the winning run, Frederick down at second base, and that's going to bring up pitcher Dylan Thomas. Thomas, the 3-run home run in the 7th. At that moment, gave Elko the lead.
The pitcher,
5-3. But Thomas a chance. And they're going to put him on base. They're going to walk Thomas. And now that's going to bring up Travis Evenson, who hit a moonshot home run to left to make it 6-3. Evenson a single in the first and an RBI, hit by a pitch, grounded out, and then the solo bomb to left in the 7th as he and Thomas go back to back. Runners at first and second, 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Elko trying to pull out the victory. The pitch, strike 1. McBain finds the zone. Evenson, the cleanup hitter, playing down at first base. McBain checks the runner and delivers. Outside and low, ball 1. 1-1. Makes a mistake here and it's ball game. 1-1 pitch on the way. Takes a long look at the runner and delivers. Big swing and a miss. Pulled the string on one. Now he's ahead. Evenson 1-2. Ash Larson waiting on deck. He has a walk and 4 plate appearances. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Huge strikeout for McBain. And now with 2 away on runners at first and second, it's up to Ash Larson. Well. He worked the outside of the plate and got him to chase. What a job by McBain there. Wow. Ash Larson with 2 outs still has a chance with something down in the outfield to win it. Good speed on the bases. Frederick at second base, the lead runner. Behind him, Thomas. Doesn't move as well. Down at first base. We have time called for the moment. And a big spot here for McBain and the Mudcats as they try to get this one into the 10th. The pitch. Third ball, strike one. McBain walking a tightrope, and so far so good. Oh, 1. A little bit low, 1-1. Grandstand umpires here at the Joe didn't necessarily like that. At least the Mudcat fans that made the trip down here to Shakopee. Runners at first and second. 2 out. 1-1 pitch on the way. Up in the zone, 2-1. We got Grimm, the DH, waiting. 0 for on the night, but he's due. McBain pauses. This one hit in the air. Shallow right field, coming on, it falls! It falls! And Elko wins it 7-6. How about that? Moran and right, Pilon at second. Couldn't flag that one down. And it falls for a hit. And Larson walks him off. A bloop single to right. And the Elko Express win this ball game 7-6 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Well, how about that? Once again, Elko will advance to play next Saturday. The Express will play the winner of the Cold Spring Anoka game next Saturday at 4 o'clock. So Elko pulls out the 7-6 victory. 7 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. Moorhead, tough luck loss. 6 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error. Big thanks to our camera operator, Kit Callis. I am Steve Thompson. Still to come from the Class B state tournament in Shakopee tonight. Our final game of the evening, final game of the day, the Champlain Park Low Gators take on the Victoria Vics. That is on the way here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
The 2020 Class B Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.